Hello everybody, I am Red King from Send More Robots, and welcome back to Space Engineers. So today is Thursday, which means there's another lovely update for everyone to use and to look at. So today is another new update. I've kind of set up things in that sense to get them going. First off, we're actually going to look at the new menu setup they have created for us. So if you push G on your keypad, you can actually see, everything has the configuration set up as normal, everything's where it should be. But as you can see here on the left, there is a setup for specific categories. So as you can see, there's all the blocks, everything that you'll ever have. Weapons tools, character tools, animations, armor blocks, everything we will need so that we can separate it. So you can see the weapons and the tools. This is for the big ships and the large ships. No, big ships and small ships, not big ships and large ships. That's the same thing. But you can see there's a little. It's easier to access. You can find things quicker. Character tools, things just for your little guy. Animations, armor blocks. You can even search for things. So if you're in the all menu and you're looking for the antenna, it'll find it for you. You can put it down real easy. Now, if you have mods or anything like that, it will add mods on for you. It'll make a category for it, so you can see Darth Biomech mods. And I have the little armor thrusters here anymore because his cockpit is no longer a mod. It's just part of the game. So they make it easier for you. So the more, if you add mods and you have a score of mods on there, like you just have a bunch of stuff, it'll separate them for you so that they're easier to find. Right down to, small blocks, window blocks, armor blocks. It's awesome. I do hope that they give us a chance to make our own setup. I think they've allowed for that, but it's a modding thing. Like, you have to be able to go in and mod files so that you can set up and make your own grouping. I really hope that they just include a tab in here where it just says, like, it's a plus sign. You click the plus sign, you move the blocks in that you want to move in, and then you've created your own group. That would be really fantastic. But moving on through the update, there's another thing they added, and it's actually the sensor information. I'm actually going to show you that in a little bit, because I'm going to show you first. They did something to the sensors, and they've updated the antennas. So the antennas now have this nice new feature. So if we push K, and you go to Info, you can see that now it says Show Antenna Range. So if I click this, just prepare your eyes. It's going to get real yellow and bubbly. So you can see just in the background, everything's already yellow. So this is now showing off the sensor range for everything. All of this stuff now has a sensor range. You can see where the range is to see where it ends. This, the bubble we just passed through that you can kind of see right here, that I'm going to go through one more time. This is actually the sensor range of this main station. So it only reaches, I think it only reaches about 150 meters before it gives out. It's quite cool. I really like the way they set this up and how that's going. It kind of makes sensors more, it makes antennas more easy to understand and to look at. So in this one, if you go into the antenna setting, you can always see it has broadcast rating. I'm going to set this to only 200 meters. So if this goes out of a 200 meter range, it will stop working altogether, which is unfortunate if you're into mining, but good if you're trying to do other things. Wow, I don't have left or right on this thing. That's unfortunate. Oh, no, I do. Right there. See, it's right up there. Left, right, up, down. But yeah. So this is, this is my little mining drone, as I've set up before. He is now within the sensor range, so we're going to go in here and we're going to control him. And he's actually going to go over to that asteroid over there. And on the way, I will show you the relays I have set up. So let's go find him. Mining probe. Remote control. And there it is. And so he can still see all of the ranges, and what we'll do is we'll take that off. So now the ranges are gone, and I'm going to show you my relay stations I created. This, especially in survival, is a big deal, I would say, because in survival, you're all about resource management and power management. And this is setting stations to, like, maximum range will completely drain your station of, like, ultimate power. Like, I think it takes like half a generator, like a large reactor's power, in order to give a antenna its full power. This right here, oh, they actually added a new little thing in the corner too. If you look in the top left corner, it says camera mining probe. So it tells you, and then that's camera 2 mining probe. That's really cool. It tells you exactly what it is you're looking through. That's really sweet. Even if you turn off the HUD, it still tells you. That's really nice. But this right here is my setup, and it's got one antenna there. It has a spherical generator in the middle so that people can walk on it. They're basically small little planetoids, really. Right on top is a cargo container with a reactor in the middle. And the last thing on here is the battery pack, in case that reactor ever dies, and the battery pack can just take charge. I should put solar panels on them, but it's whatever. It's just creative right now. But without this relay station, I wouldn't be able to get this little drone all the way over to the asteroid, because as soon as I would go out of the relay, that range, everybody knows, your drone stops working. And now that I've set up this these relays, I can have minimal amount of power going off. I don't need to be at maximum power all the time to keep it going, and it'll go far enough that I can maintain my resources. There is another relay all the way over there. It's really hard to see, but right where my crosshairs are, right in the middle of the crosshairs is another relay, and that one's actually further out, so we have to build another relay in order to make that connection. And I will do that right now, actually. So I'm just going to go and copy paste. So the best way to look at this is, first go over antenna range, see how far your ranges are, see where you're at, see what the furthest range is, because they do have to be, all the ones that are within range can still be seen. So if it's within the field, it can be seen, which is really cool, which is really nice. So as soon as I move out of this range, you're going to see everything disappear. Oh, no, I have something that has an immense range, and I'm a little confused on what that is. That's odd. Something. Oh, I know what that is. Dang it. I had set up another drilling station. Dang it. There we go. Okay, so now back to what I was saying. This is right here, that's threshold, and as you can see, everything has just disappeared. If I go back that direction, everything reappears, because everything that's within that field actually activates. You can see all the little extra bubbles. You can see the one that reaches the furthest out, which is one of my, I believe one of my relays. It reaches pretty far out. The other two, another one is that station, another one's the probe and everything like that. As you can see, the mining probe has a very small range. And we're going to go ahead and copy paste a station right in here. Right on the edge. And now it's closer, but it's still not close enough, so we'll have to put another station. So you can always up the antenna power, but again, that does take a lot more power. Ooh, I'm right on the border. Right on the border. So in this case, I would definitely just up this relay station's range, and instead make it 5 instead of 4, because this one is just on the cusp of connecting with that. And I think a 100-meter increase isn't going to be too much. So we're actually going to look at this. As you can see, I named a relay station. It's 1.6 kilowatts. If I up this control left mouse button, 100 meters, it brings it up only about 0.4 kilowatts. So it's not too much power. And now I will be able to see this other relay because it will be within the field. So if I send drones down this way, it can now catch it. And it now sees it and everything like that, so then we can commence with mining down in this area over here. Well, actually, I do need another relay in order to mine. But you know what? We're going to finish off this episode with a new thing they included. And I'm going to take control of that mining probe once more, and I'm going to do it from this station right here. Now that they're all connected, I can Oh, nope, this one, since that one's out of the field. So they do have to all be within the field to actually activate. They have to be physically touching rather than, like, the information is touching like that. So it looks like this will only work if I have one more in there. So if I shorten the field and everything. But we're gonna move on, and we're gonna control that little probe from here. The mining probe. No control. Okay. So on a new little edit they have done is the sensor right here. Sensors, you know, everyone knows what sensors do. They detect things as they go, but now they've set it up so that it can detect asteroids. So I've set this up so that it will, once it reaches a certain point, it will detect asteroids, and it will just start with the mining. Oh, it looks like he's out of my field range. Nice. I need to get my brain wrapped around this, Oh, okay, I get it. Yeah, these stations aren't really meant to control things. They're meant to just relay information from point to point. Whereas this is my real command center. It still says I'm controlling the camera mining probe. That's really funny. That's a nice little bug. Oh, let me... Oh, there's not enough power. Okay, I see. It's... The other relay station is not within range. Its sensors within range, and I believe the drone left that range. No, the drone is right here. He still should be within range, I think. I don't know. That's kind of strange, because he should still be within range of any... Oh, I think he's not in range of that sensor anymore, because his thing is only set up to 200 meters. I see. Well, let's get back to controlling him, so I can showcase. First, I'm going to turn on the sensor field. And as you can see, he does have a sensor field now, and it only goes to the front here, and to the left and the right of the ship, so that when he goes into mine, I could just leave it as automated. I could just leave it as an automated system, and he will go and take care of it all on his own. So as you can see, the sensor field is still in view, and as soon as I get close enough to the asteroid, it activates. And now, I just leave him to his work. And he'll keep drilling, because he senses an asteroid. Simple as that. Oh, and now he's just pooping it all out. Control panel, connector, off. So as you can see, the sensor just keeps going and going, and he'll keep moving forward. And you can actually set it up. I could probably put 2 sensors on there, so as long as he senses asteroid, he'll keep pushing forward. So it would leave an automated... It would literally be an automated drilling. Yeah, we'll just leave him where he is. Leave him to his work. I'm sure he's happy. Yeah, so I mean, that's the big thing for sensors, for the blocks that they've already incorporated. There's only one other thing that they've done, and it's actually quite cool. Let's say, I believe it's just in creative mode right now. But if you want to create something more, you hit Shift F10, and it pops up this menu right here. So then you can go through this menu. It's a spawn menu, as you can see right here at the top, an item type, and we can spawn whatever we want. From what I understand, as long as if it's an item or something like this, like if it's silicone ore, or a wafer, or silver ingot, or if it's like a material that you use to build, it'll spawn in whatever quantity you want it to. If it's a weapon or if it's a tool, it'll always spawn in 1. It'll never spawn in anything more. So we'll give this a test run. So as you can see, computer, we're going to do 100. Spawn object. And as you can see, there's the computers. 100 computers that I just threw onto that thing. Let's try it again. Shift F10, spawn object. Yep, 100 computers. T to pick it up, and now I have 100 computers in my inventory. And I will show you the spawning only one, so I'm going to spawn 10 automatic rifles. Oh, I don't have a lot of gravity on here. And as you can see, if I go into my menu, it only spawned one. It will only spawn a single item, whereas anything else, it will spawn as many as you want. But thank you all for joining me on this episode of Space Engineers. This was actually a really cool update because it now creates a sense of automated drones, automated mining ships and crafts and whatnot, so that now we have ways to build greater stations. We can build mining outposts like this and use minimal power because we're using relay stations instead, which could be battery operated with solar power. So you wouldn't even have to go out and make sure they're okay. You would just you would literally just, bounce through them left and right. And you could even put cameras on them or anything like that. So it'd be really cool. I'm really happy with the way this update is going. Oh, and I can see the rocks floating away because he's still working. But yeah, I mean, I really like how this update turned out. It definitely adds another level of space feel where everything's becoming automated and you can set things to be automated in that way. I really like it. But thank you all for joining me on this one. I am Red King from Send More Robots, and always remember who you are and what you are. Don't go causing any trouble out there, and always, always remember, be careful when you get a seafood burrito from a Mexican place. It's kind of rough on the insides. Bye, guys. Kill that guy. Oh, I just killed you. Nice.
You jerk!
I was like running up behind someone, and I saw him turn around to hit me, and I was like, why did he hit me?